What's up, everyone? I'm Rick Knight. Welcome back to another video here at The Bad Philosopher. So, new video format. I'm now using an OBS, an open broadcast software system or whatever. This is the first video I'm filming on, and I'm trying to get away from using a a cell phone to film it. And I also bought a Canon camera that I'll be used to film different types of videos. So this is just one type. I'm just trying to be a little more diverse, as the liberals like to say. Okay, so I'm reading an older article that I stumbled upon in the New York Times about the city here in New York City wants to, Mayor de Blasio, the mayor, our crappy Marxist mayor of New York City, wants to open up safe injection sites where people can go to shoot up heroin and use other opioids, right? California, San Francisco, I believe, they're getting ready to test their very first safe injection site. I saw a short documentary on it, whatever the hell it was. So let's look at this article real quick. Let's see. Let me switch over here. Hold on. This is the plan of our mayor. Mayor de Blasio moves to bring safe injection sites to New York City, right? So de Blasio is championing a plan that will make New York City a pioneer in creating supervised injection sites for illegal drug users. It's illegal drug users. It's against the law. And supervised injection sites. You know what that means? Supervised and sites. Supervised means you're going to have a professional staff on hand to assist the users. That costs money. A site here in New York City will cost a lot of money. It doesn't matter what borough. It's very expensive here in New York City. All on the taxpayer's dime. It will be here to prevent fatal overdoses caused by the use of heroin and other opioids. I mean, for the life of me, I can't understand why we are going to subsidize individuals, to use these sites. Taxpayers' dime. We are going to spend our tax-paying money to assist individuals who are using it to shoot up heroin, right? So now it's also a safe a needle exchange place. So they'll go there and they'll get clean needles that we have to pay for. You're going to have nurses there. You're going to have professionals there. You're going to have drug counselors there. You're going to have other individuals there that are receiving money to work and to be there and to do their job, all on our dime to help out people, to prevent them from ODing. But the problem is you're not preventing them from doing drugs in the first place. You're not preventing them from trying drugs for the first time in their lives. We are putting a Band-Aid over a cut, and we are not trying to prevent people from getting cut in the first place. Now, you might ask, why an OD site, right? Why site an injection sites? Well, because we're trying to prevent people from ODing. That's the whole point. But you know what? Drunk and driving is pretty bad too, right? I don't want anyone getting killed because of a drunk driver, so maybe we should have drinking and driving lanes where a drunk driver could just use that lane and not kill anyone else, right? It sounds crazy. Well, exact same thing here with this, with a safe injection sites. Hey, what about people that do pretty crazy stuff because they're addicted to sex? Could we have like legal prostitution where people can go and pay a prostitute, right? They could just pay for sex. Why not, right? People do some pretty creepy things to satisfy their sexual urges, right? Why can't we have a place to go to and just pay and have sex? Make that legal, right? And we can regulate it and everything, do the exact same thing that the safe injection places does. We'll do the exact same thing, right? We'll have a professional staff there. We'll give out condoms. Why not? And we'll follow all the liberal rules, right? All these social justice warriors rules. So while you're engaging in sex with a prostitute, we'll sign a contract that she's okay with it and that I agree to pay and that I'm okay with it. We'll have sex and then, we'll have a little buzzer every 5 minutes. The buzzer will go off where I'll stop having sex and I'll say, is it okay? Is it still okay if I continue to have sex with you? We'll follow all the liberal rules, right? Why not, right? This is just a terrible idea, not to mention the amount of money that is going to cost. I mean, this is New York City. It is extremely expensive. Let's look at the article when it's talking about the locations that they are planning on opening up these safe injection sites. All right, let me scroll down. I saw it before. Give me a second. My eyes don't work as good as they used to. Here we go. The mayor's office said that the centers will be located in Washington Heights and Midtown West in Manhattan, the Longwood section of the Bronx, and Gowanus, Brooklyn. Okay, Washington Heights is Harlem. It is still it's not a great neighborhood, a lot of drug use, a lot of crime, but it is still a very expensive neighborhood to rent. Midtown West Manhattan is very, very expensive to rent out. Longwood section of the Bronx is probably the cheaper one named out of all of them. Still, rent in New York City is very expensive, and Gowanus, Brooklyn, that I'm very familiar with, Always had a lot of high use of drugs and prostitution and crime and other stuff. Same thing with the Bronx and in Harlem. But this is going to be very expensive. Now, there's other issues with all of this because now we have to buy needles. We have to buy, all kinds of products to keep this place afloat, right? People are going to have computers, they're going to have desks, they're going to have chairs, they're going to have pens and papers and printing paper and all kinds of other stuff and stuff that the medical staff there is going to need and stuff that the social workers there are going to need. And, we have to pay for it. We have to pay to keep the lights on. This is all going to be us. And I'm sure there'll be more pay-to-play nonsense, right? Companies will write a check to a campaign, and they'll be chosen to be the ones that, deliver the stationery or deliver the needles or whatever the case may be. But you know what? This is not fair, right? Because what about the drug deal? What if I want to sell drugs? Why is it okay if you'd open up a safe center for drug users to use drugs, but there's no safe center for me to sell drugs, right? This ain't fair. And we're all about equality, aren't we, right? So, I mean, this is just, it's a terrible idea. In the article, it said that it was tried in Canada, I believe. Let me go back. I'm sorry. I should have read it while I was there. Let's go back to the article. This is the New York Times, the most trusted name in reporting. It said that it's been tried so far. Safe injection sites have been considered successful in cities in Canada and Europe. Safe injection sites have been considered. I don't care. Considered by what measure? Who considered it this? I want to know, is it safe? Yes or no? I don't care if it's considered safe. Is it safe? Is the science out? Don't tell me it's been considered. What is the measure? What is the metric of measurement that you took on this? Who considered to what? Compared to what? What is it? It's safe. It's successful. How? I need to know, how is it successful? Don't tell me it's considered successful. That's nonsense. It really is. Let's go back to the article. There's something else I wanted to point out on it. Okay, here we go. Leaders in San Francisco, of course, Philadelphia, and Seattle have declared their intention to create supervised sites. I mean, again, it's all liberal cities. It's all places that have just bad policies. It's liberal cities that have problems with poverty, with homelessness, with drug overdose, with crime. Why always liberal cities are so bad when it comes to the homeless? You get on a train here, the MTA here in New York City, I get on a train every morning to go to work. It's loaded with homeless people. You can't even find a seat. There's so many of them. You know what's going on in California, right? Skid Row and other areas in San Francisco and Los Angeles with needles and human feces all over the street. I mean, that's been well documented, right? Same thing with Philadelphia is a shithole. Seattle's a liberal, a social justice warrior utopia, which is I mean, those people are just crackpots. Baltimore, shitholes. Chicago, Southside Chicago, shithole. Detroit, shithole. All these places, shitholes, and they're ran by Democrats. And this is why they have bad policies, bad ideas, and a very bad philosophy in life. And it doesn't work. Why are we always putting a Band-Aid over a democratic city, and they never find the cure for anything? They never fix anything. Just put a Band-Aid on it. That's all they do. And then they continue with their liberal nonsense, and we get more homeless, more crime, more drug use. I mean, more violence. I mean, it's just, why is there this correlation between democratic city and just complete disparities in almost every category that you can think of? I don't know how you feel about it, but this is a terrible idea, and I don't think this is going to yield any fruitful, successful outcome at all. But it's okay because we'll just consider it to be a successful program, right? We'll just consider it, right? Our feelings trumps everything. I said the T word. I said Trump. I should have said that. Now I just triggered a bunch of people. This is insane. I'm tired of it. This is why I walked away from the left and the Democrats and will never be returning. One bad idea after the next. Tell me how you feel in the comment section. Not only about what I'm discussing, but also tell me what you feel about this new program I'm doing with the computer and all. Like, comment, share, hit the bell, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I'll see you guys in the next video.